So let's just say that you created a really cool effect in the Davinci Resolve Fusion page and you want to save it for future projects. Well, I'm going to show you how to do that in today's video, and there are some caveats that we have to work around, so pay attention. Welcome back to Creative Reality, my friend. This one's going to get interesting. I mean, this is something I've been trying to piece together for years, finally did it a few times in preparation for this video, and now we're going to show you how to do it. And I say we like there's more than just me, myself, and I right here. Anyway, let's jump into Davinci Resolve, and I'll show you what we're working with. Here we have a clip. It's my superhero stroke effect. There's a link up there to see how we created that. If you want to create it at home, I highly recommend it. It looks like a cool effect. Anyway, what we're going to do, we're going to start by clicking on our clip and clicking the Fusion icon, which brings us into the Fusion page. We're going to click on our group box. This has all the nodes for it. If you created your own effect, it'll look different, but select all the nodes that create the effect that you're going for. And I'm going to press Control-C to copy, because I want to put these into a blank Fusion composition. Just for clarity, I dragged one down. It's in the Effects, Fusion Composition. Click on our Fusion icon, drag around, boop, drop it in. Control-V to paste. Now we have it selected. This is great. So in here, we're going to lasso select all of our nodes, and then we're going to right-click. We're going to say Macro, Create Macro. It brings up this funny screen. We're going to change it to Superhero Stroke Demo. I already have a Superhero Stroke, but I'm creating a new one for you guys. And then if I collapse background 1, you'll see that Merge 1 has an output. We need that. And then Pipe Router 1, we need the input. It should have been selected, but it wasn't. No big deal. You need an output and an input. This is very important if you're doing an effect that requires a media in 1. And of course it has a media out 1 because everything needs that, right? But if you're doing an effect that is going to be on top of a clip or a video, picture, etc., then you really want to have an input, right? So we have our inputs and we have our outputs. And then I'm just going to go through all of these and select the things that I want to see exposed to the edit page once we create our effect for the edit page. Yeah. Anyway, boop the like button. Hit the subscribe button. And if you don't know what some of these do, click on the node over here. All the selected ones will be listed over here. You can click on one and see what you changed. So in this case, edge width I need. So there's edge width. So we're going to do, yeah, edge width is fine. And then I want to add edge brightness here. And then we're just going to keep on going. Now that we're done, I can either click File up here, or I can click Close, and it'll bring up Save Changes. Yes. And this is the default folder it gives you. We want to back up one folder level, scroll down to Templates, Edit, and then Effects. And in here, Superhero Stroke Demo. Click Save, go back to our Edit page, and then I've opened up the folder in File Explorer, and you can see Superhero Stroke Demo.setting. We're going to right-click on this, compress to zip file. And then while it's still giving us the rename, we want to click at the end and change it to .drfx. Press Enter. Yes, I want to do that. Now I'm going to show you something in a minute that we need to work around and why. So for this, I'm going to take this original file and call it Superhero Stroke Demo 2. Press Enter. It renamed it. Go back to Resolve, and we're going to restart Resolve. Now that we have restarted Resolve in our effects library up here, we have effects. Click on the magnifying box, type in STR, and we have Superhero Stroke, which is the one I created before. I don't know why it gives you that image, but Superhero Stroke Demo and Demo 2. So if you recall, Demo 2 was the file that I renamed. If I drag that onto my logo, you'll see that nothing's there. It's blank. And if I click on this and I click Effects and then click on the Fusion icon, when it comes up, it's blank. That's a bug in Davinci Resolve 19.1.2. So if you're watching this after that and you're already keyboard commandoing like, I can't believe you did this. You didn't have to. That's why. So going back to the edit page, I'm going to delete that effect off, and I'm going to drag Superhero Demo on. We have our effect. We made an effect in Fusion. We saved it as a macro, and now we can use it throughout our projects. It's right there in the effects library. Let's check this out. So now we have all these things, and of course I named something wrong, but we We have our offset and our softness. And how cool is that? So all the things I selected are in there, and I can change this to 1 and bring this down to 0.4 or so, and then bring this down to 0.2, make it orange. See, my edge is orange. If I zoom in, you can see that it's now on fire. So if I press Z to fit and I play this, you can see that it's spinning too fast. That's why I exposed, and if you watched my superhero stroke effect video, you'll understand this, but that's why I exposed the angle, source duration, and the angle scale. So we can just change this down to like 90, and the fast noise angle is 0, and it'll go to 90. So it goes a lot slower. Pretty cool, right? So what you can do is you can go back in and change everything that you want to change to expose to the edit page and show those settings so that in the future, let's say you don't do anything with the shadow, you can just remove that. Or if you make an effect and you're like, I never want to change that again, it's set in stone. You don't have to expose it to the edit page. This is really cool, right? Like, this took me a long time to get working, and I'm super pumped that I get to share it with you. So thank you so much for watching. If you appreciated this video, hit the like button, drop me a comment below. If there's something else you want to see in Davinci Resolve, let me know in the comment section. I'm always game for helping people out, like I did with this video where I used the deflicker effect. And until next time, I hope you're having a great day. John out.